Did you know that nearly 70% of people who set a budget end up abandoning it within the first few months? That's a huge number, and honestly, it's easy to see why. Most of us start out motivated, but then life happens. Unexpected bills show up, income changes, or we simply lose track of our goals. So today, I'm challenging myself and you to build a realistic budget that actually works. Not one that looks good on paper, but one that fits your life. Let's see if we can finally make a budget we'll actually stick to. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mauuak Saving Tips. If you've ever tried budgeting before and felt like it just doesn't work for you, this video is exactly what you need. Today we'll break down how to create a budget that's not too strict, not too complicated, but truly practical. Whether you're trying to pay off debt, save for something big, or just stop feeling stressed every time payday comes around, learning how to manage your money realistically is the first big step. Here's the truth. Most people struggle with budgeting because they aim for perfection. They set overly tight limits, forget to include small expenses, or underestimate how often things go wrong, like car repairs, medical bills, or even just treating yourself once in a while. The result? The budget fails, and we feel discouraged. Another big issue is motivation. Budgeting can feel boring or restrictive, so people stop tracking their spending after a week or two. But what if we flipped the script? What if budgeting was more about freedom, knowing where your money goes and feeling confident that you're in control? Let's start by keeping it simple. The best approach I recommend is the 50-30-20 rule. It's easy. 50% of your income goes to needs, like rent, groceries, and utilities. 30% is for wants, things that make life enjoyable, like dining out or Netflix. And 20% goes to savings or paying off debt. You can adjust these percentages based on your goals, but this structure gives you a great starting point. Now, once you have your categories, the next step is tracking. You don't need fancy tools to start. Just write down what you spend for 1 month. You'll be surprised how much slips through the cracks. Maybe it's daily coffee, weekend takeout, or small online purchases. These little amounts add up fast. Once you see the pattern, you can start making small, intentional changes without feeling deprived. Technology can also make budgeting a lot easier. There are great apps that automatically track your income and expenses, like YNAB, Mint, and EveryDollar. These tools categorize your spending, show where your money is going, and even help set goals. If you prefer old-school methods, a simple spreadsheet or even a notebook works too. The point is to stay consistent. Budgeting only fails when we stop paying attention. Another key to a realistic budget is flexibility. Life is unpredictable. 1 month you might have medical expenses, and the next you might need to travel. Your budget shouldn't break when something changes. It should bend and adjust. Try reviewing your budget at the end of every month. See what worked and what didn't. If your grocery budget is always too low, raise it a little and cut back somewhere else. A flexible budget is sustainable. Now let's talk about priorities. A lot of people build their budget around what they want, not what they need. Flip that mindset. Start with essentials like housing, food, utilities, and transportation. Then look at your savings goals, maybe an emergency fund or paying down credit card debt. Once those are covered, you can allocate the rest for fun and lifestyle spending. This approach keeps your money working for your goals instead of against them. Here's another tip. Automate your savings. The best way to save is to make it automatic. Set up an automatic transfer right after payday into a savings account. Treat it like a bill you must pay every month. You won't even notice the money missing, but over time, your savings will grow. Even $50 a month adds up to $600 a year, and once you see that progress, you'll feel motivated to save more. I once read about a woman who turned her finances around just by following a realistic budget for 1 year. She started with a simple goal: to stop using credit cards for daily expenses. By tracking every purchase, cutting a few unnecessary subscriptions and sticking to the 50-30-20 rule, she paid off $10,000 in debt and built a $5,000 emergency fund. Her story proves that budgeting isn't IT about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you already have. Another thing that helps a lot is visualizing your progress. You can create a financial vision board or a simple tracker to see your goals coming to life. When you visually see your debt going down or savings going up, it keeps you motivated. It's like watching your own progress bar fill up. It feels rewarding and keeps you focused. Let's also talk about mistakes, because everyone makes them. You'll overspend some months. You'll forget to record something. That's normal. The key is not to quit. Adjust, learn, and move forward. Budgeting isn't about getting it perfect from day one. It's about building a habit that grows stronger with time. And remember, your budget should reflect your values. If you love traveling or fitness, make space for those things. Cutting them out entirely will only make you resent budgeting. Instead, balance them with your savings and essentials. A good budget is one that fits your lifestyle, not someone else's version of perfect. So let's recap. Start with a clear goal. Use the 50-30-20 rule as your foundation. Track every expense, and make sure your budget includes fun, savings, and surprises. Stay flexible, review often, and don't beat yourself up for small slip-ups. Budgeting isn't something you do once, it's something you refine over time. You'll make mistakes, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest budgeting challenge right now? Drop it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my next video, where I'll share 5 simple money habits that can change your life. Thanks for watching, and remember, your budget should work for you, not against you.